defense, Dan. I think it's one of their staples of their game. Hope they can maintain it against a great Belmont side here.
Here we go. Nice little kickoff, though. Belmont. This is a bit more of an aggressive Belmont side coming in from the side, though. They're going to give away an early penalty. There's 21 there in Zach Shapiro. Let's see. That's the playmaker, Sunday Aju. He's been dangerous all day for the Lions. Very deep off this set piece. They come out. Blumel, he takes the ball down. He's been impressive all day. Sandstrom tosses it straight over the shoulder. No look. Down to Heiberger.
Great patience by Chicago.
Yeah, they're such a patient team, aren't they? ISF are now.
Oh,
he's
wow, what a step.
Right through. Needs support. It's coming inside and out. They've got to score.
Oh!
He's absolutely butchered it. Peter Seo playing at sweeper has picked him up and dumped him and turned the ball over. ISF, he had options inside and out. He just had to pick one way or the other, and I think they were going to score. But now Belmont turned things around, and they're on the attack. There goes Ed Pitts, the season campaigner in the 12 jersey, streaking out in the sideline. He's tackled just short of halfway by the Lions. Belmont now move it across. Goes to the veteran, Peter Seo, looking for runners. Finds Iasia. Oh, Tracy, there's some value back on the inside if he would have come. He looked like he came that way a little bit too late. Iasia had already thrown the pass. It goes off his hand over the sideline, and Belmont Shaw give up possession again.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there from the winger, Jack Tracy. And it looked like he wanted to set him free there on the end, but Jack wanted to go in. Tracy had resourced the pill a little bit, but how about Peter Seo? That stop right there, that was definite try for the Chicago Lions. That's the man coming in for Mike Tail, and absolutely, he's an amazing player. You saw it right there. But look for him to make a bigger impact here as this game goes on. Chicago Lions ball, great scrum, out to the back line.
Here we go, the Lions on attack. They look dangerous the first time they have it. Unfortunately now Sandstrom, he puts the ball down. That's Alexander Sandstrom. Right in midfield, and this will give Belmont Shaw another good platform to attack from. Yeah, ISF, he's got some great tries in the pool games. He was through there. And again, just unfortunately, didn't read his inside and outside very well, and Peter Seo was able to turn it over. Now we get another look at Belmont. The Beast is starting on the bench. I think that's probably a good idea. Keep him on the bench and bring him in when the guys get a little bit fatigued and see if you can get him involved that way. Yeah,
definitely maybe an impact sub, bring him on. The team's got a chance to find their feet a little bit in this quarterfinal matchup here.
There's Pitts. Does a little do-si-do, dances around. Comes out to Iasia.
Oh, hot stepper.
Beautiful little footwork. To Seo, quick hands. Muse now, one-on-one. He's got the sweeper coming across. He backs himself back on the inside, avoids the sideline. Good work from Muse. Iasia comes across to Pitts. Nice pass out wide.
This is better from Belmont. Like to see him use the hands, hitting one side of the pitch, back to the other. Jack Tracy, the strong runner that he is, busted through the tackle. We said we wanted to get their bigger players or more physical players in the game early. That's exactly what you want to do, is hit one sideline, hit the other, get those angles off for the defense, and get over the try line. Great stuff from Jack Tracy. Great stuff from Belmont. This is a different side that we saw play earlier today. Much more clinical than before. Taking first blood here, 5-0.
It definitely does look like a different team. This makes you wonder, was it a little bit of gamesmanship in that last pool game against Old Blue, knowing that they weren't going to improve their position or their run into the quarterfinals. They were going to play either Chicago here, which they've chosen to do, or take on East Palo Alto Razorbacks. So they've chosen what they believe to be the lesser of two evils, which is the Chicago Lions here. And conversion successful out in the sideline there. Beautiful stuff from Belmont. They lead 7-0. And we talked about it. They are such a history program, multiple-time national champions. And this is the kind of rugby that they enjoy.
Absolutely. This is great stuff from Belmont, led by Peter Shear here, kicking off the ball, getting this action started underway. This could go 10. Play on, says the referee. Chicago Lions ball. Straight up the guts. Well tackled in the middle there. A little bit of sloppy play at the breakdown, but they got players on the left side, open side. Out to the winger, step inside, steps underneath his defender. Scrappy play from this Lions side. Not releasing the pill, turnover.
Not releasing the ball, and again, this is a different Belmont side, Belmont Shore side than we saw earlier here today in their last pool game. Definitely a lot more intensity as you see the seasoned veteran Ed Pitts Just having a little bit of a communication with James Muse there, and he'll just kick to the sideline, picking up some territory. Uses a nice little banana kick there to pick up a few extra yards. And they'll take the line out inside Chicago's territory now.
Again, we've seen the line out pretty important over the weekend. You don't get too many of them in sevens, but when you do, you really want to make sure you win them. It's a vital ball, great ball down the middle, but stolen by the Lions. And again, an opportunity for them to even the score line here.
And here we go. We get another chance to look at Sandstrom. Beautiful tackle, knocks the ball loose. Things all going Belmont's way here. Chicago have been very impressive right up until this point, and it was their defense that's done. They're still defending very well at 7 points to 0, but the ball just not going to hand, not sticking. Their opportunity in the first half was when ISF got through, and unfortunately couldn't find his man. And since then, it's been all Belmont Shore.
Absolutely. We really enjoyed watching Chicago Lions play before. We thought their grit and determination was what got them through the last game. Sensing a little bit of let up, maybe a little bit of fatigue setting in here at the end of the day. Fourth match, difficult match here against Belmont. Hopefully he can find that grit that got him to the spot in the quarterfinals.
Here we go now. Chicago back on the attack. Comes to the big man, Isefa. Can he find some runners? He does. Turns it back inside. That's Heiberger. Finally some continuity for Chicago.
They got a steep line set up here to the right. They just get this ball down and out of the breakdown. Here we go. Move it. Attack the ball.
There he is, Isefo. He's got the ball. He'll move it out to the right to Sandstrom. Turns it back inside to his brother. Sandstrom to Sandstrom. A commentator's dream. Everyone has the same last name. It's fantastic stuff. Now they come out. There's Garbus. Pass goes to the ground, though. Referee's got him, little knock on. And again, you just get the feeling that things aren't going their way here, Chicago.
Yeah, just those little inaccuracies that aren't doing them any favors. They were so good in the last few games of this tournament, being clinical, making the right passes and passing and catching and doing the little things first before trying to make the big play to make the break. I think just a little more focus on the pass catch aspect of the game, and Chicago will be just fine. But Belmont on the front foot here to get out of their own end. See if their defense adds up to, oh, no, turnover ball.
Yeah, Ju right on the spot there as he picks the ball up. Isefo goes into scrum half, looking for some options. Sandstrom comes out now, looking to switch it back inside. Beautiful run there from Garbus, but he's well contained. Pitts right over the top looking to steal the ball. Sandstrom has a look down the blind side on Pitts. Can he get around him? He does. He skins him like a homeless cat. And now he's in this corner. Beautiful stuff from Sandstrom.
Yeah, that's what happens when you maintain possession. Doing a great job at that scrum. The Lions were able to put pressure on Belmont Shore and get that turnover. Spun it out wide, and just Belmont unable to resource that short side well enough and just being able to score and dot down into the corner. I think that's massive right now, getting that score in before the half. Sevens is very much a momentum game. Let's see if he nails this thing from the sideline. It looks like a good kick.
Yeah, we are all tied up here at halftime. 7 points, all Belmont and Chicago. He's backed himself, Sandstrom, against Ed Pitts. Ed is a phenomenal defensive player. I mean, he plays in the centres in 15s. He's done a bunch of sevens throughout the year, an absolute stalwart. He's probably not one of the guys you want to take on the field one-on-one, but Sandstrom backs himself, goes around the corner and gets it down the corner and then backs it. What a fantastic conversion. Everything we'd expect from a quarterfinals. We sit at 7-all at halftime. Colin Hawley, how about that first half?
Absolutely fantastic. What we wanted out of Belmont Shore, I think we're seeing. They're utilizing their game plan a little bit more. They have these big forward runners, and on the outside, they want to be able to utilize them. Jack Tracy getting into the corner. They hit one sideline, stretched the defense, got it to a big runner on the outside. He boarded over for a try. That was great. All right, Chicago Lions flipping the script on them a little bit here. They're being a little inaccurate. A knock on here, knock on there. I think right now, if they can kind of clean it up a little bit, they're the stronger side. That's my opinion. And being able to get that try at the end of the first half, massive for momentum shift in the game. They go into it 0-0 game, essentially tied up. You know, they come into the second half with that on their backs, being like, we can score on them. Let's get points on the board. We've done this before.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, for all the missed opportunities in the first half from Chicago, you kind of get the feeling if the ball starts sticking and starts going to hand, they could be the team that run away with this. We know that they're a very gritty team. I think we've said gritty about 100 times in this broadcast so far. But that's the kind of attitude that wins yourself championship. We talked about in the Seattle Nyack game. Seattle's attitude in defense is what wins championships. And Chicago's that same type of team. They're very, very tough defensively. For Belmont, though, they've got the players there. They've been here before so many times. They've got the cool heads. if they can just keep the ball in hand and play that percentage rugby, like I said, get to those guys like Jack Tracy, who scored a fantastic try, and you're going to see Eric Deschelle come on here in a moment. Those are the guys that are going to get them home.
Absolutely. I completely agree, Dan. We're going to see which team can actually perform their game plan the best, I think, is the key aspect in the second half. Each one has a different style of play that we've been noticing, and it's just the application, I think, for both teams, being able to execute their game plan, get the ball into the big hands for Belmont, and just Chicago, pass and catch. I think they just do that, and it should be a cracker of a second half.
Yeah, nice and simple from Chicago. Should get them home here. Either way, it's going to be an absolute cracker as Arju gets us started with a nice high restart into the sun. They do well, though, to go back Belmont and recover the ball. That's Shapiro again out there. Comes back now. Muse looks for options, comes back the blind side. That's Tracy, Matt Tracy. He takes it outside the 22. Belmont still with the ball. Comes out to the right to Pitts. He shapes the kick, passes instead out to CO. Looking for some options, CO. He's well met, though, contained. He does well to drive himself a few extra yards forward before he's finally taken down. Shapiro fakes something. I'm not sure what that was. It was a kick or a pass, but it looked outstanding from Shapiro. Now Belmont still with the ball. Chicago, though,
there's
that
Tracy.
usual defense. Yeah, Colin Hall, his favorite player from Belmont. Jack Tracy breaking tackles everywhere. Back inside to Muse. Will he get there? He's getting chased. He's being pursued by a dude. Very close. He looks like he's dotted it down. Try time, Belmont. Sure. What a start to the second half.
That's exactly what we talked about at halftime here, Dan. Belmont utilizing their weapons effectively is absolutely pinnacle for their success here in this game. I just think Jack Tracy brings a lot of physicality to the game. He's out there on the wing. He just keeps his legs pumping. He keeps on going. It's hard for anyone to bring down a guy like that who's just relentless in the contact zones. So you get him breaking a few tackles, you getting a pop-off offload, and a try under the sticks. Wonderful stuff from Belmont coming out in the second half and set the tone early.
Yeah, it certainly was. And again, we talked about Jack Tracy and his influence on the game. Guys like that just have such value in sevens. That tough, no nonsense, no compromising type of players. The conversion looks like it's successful there. 14 points to 7. Belmont Shore over Chicago.
All right, what's really important here is how Chicago Lions respond. They're getting the ball back at kickoff here. They need to go down and respond right away. Both these teams are going a little tit for tat, blow for blow right now. They really need to respond well here because it looks like Belmont's got their tails up. They're coming in hard.
Yeah, beautiful chase from Shapiro. Doesn't seem to have any effect as Garbus goes through, throws a dummy. Can he get away? No, dragged down perfectly. Offload goes to the ground. Arju recovers, picks it up nicely. They move it out. Blumel, he's not going to have the speed to do it. He looks to the outside. There's Garbus in the Sandstrom in the 9 jersey. He's tackled about 40 out from the Belmont line.
Oh, Bill Beast is in the game now, making his presence known in the breakdown. Big Eric Deschelle.
There's Lucas Thiem. He takes the ball. They haven't really made many yards in the last couple of phases. Nice little offload. Arju, there's some runners out wide if he can use them. The pass goes to ground. Heiberger, he goes back to recover. Shifts it across now. That's Lucas Thiem again. He looks to straighten up. Beautiful low tackle there from Ed Pitts. That's better stuff from Pitts. That's 21, sorry, Shapiro. Both sporting the very Southern California blonde.
Oh, Stepper coming back into Peter CO. Can't dummy him. CO sees all. Great tackle.
Here we go now. Nice little short ball. Great line from Blumel, the tradesman. He just goes forward. Nice offload. Shrugs under a tackle. Play on. That's Sandstrom. Alex Sandstrom. Ball goes out to Thiem. He moves it out to the wing. There's a chance. One-on-one. Can he get him away? Oh, fends him away. Easy as you'd like and dots it down for another Chicago try. Conversion to come to tie this game up.
My man, Jack Tracy getting fended off there. Did a great job getting out to the wing, but wow, what a strong run, what a strong fend. I mean, that's what you got to do. I thought Chicago Lions, it was a little bit of panic there, a little bit of chaotic play, but they're able to get the ball back, and that's what happens when you move the ball to the wing. You get an opportunity to run it down the sideline, have a one-on-one opportunity, maybe a fend, maybe something there, and it really worked out for the Chicago Lions. I feel like they needed to get that in there, especially right now with 3 minutes left to play. Tough kick here in the corner. Can he even the scores? And he does!
Well, that's an interesting technique for the kick, but it works as long as it goes through the post and over the crossbar.
Sideways.
Yeah, the sideways spin looking fantastic. But that's Sandstrom again. He got around Ed Pitts in the first half and does the same to Jack Tracy. He's no slouch, Sandstrom. He's had a great game. All 14 points coming his way here in the quarterfinal as they lead 14 points to 12 now. I guess No, we're fixing it up. 14-14. Beautiful stuff here. We're all tied up with just 2.5 minutes to play.
Belmont looks a little tired here, not going to lie. A little slow to go back and resource that ball.
Yeah, the momentum shifts in this game have been drastic, haven't they? It really has been, very significant between the Belmont Shore and Chicago Lions as we see them trying to break out from their own end. CO tackled about 20 out from the line. Need to commit some numbers here. There we go. Not rolling away the tackle player. That's a crucial penalty to give. That'll give them a chance to kick this ball up towards halfway and relieve a ton of pressure.
When you got a team pinned within their own 22, just do not give up a penalty. You have time. Make them go to the distance. Make them go 80. You don't need to do that. Just a little ill discipline there from Chicago, and I think that's going to hurt them.
There we go. Pitts just drives that ball over the sideline. We'll take them up to about the 40-meter line, and they'll have the throw here. And you can see Belmont in no hurry to get up there. They're making some changes now, some players coming on, fresh legs for them.
Last game of the day, Dan, this is when you really got to utilize your bench. Get some players in there, maybe a little fresher than the guys who've been playing the majority of the minutes the last game of the day. Give them opportunity to use their fresh legs against a team that probably doesn't have the same depth. If you got them, you got to use them.
Well, we're in the cup stages here, so this is knockout. You've got absolutely nothing to lose. You've got to throw absolutely everything you have and worry about recovery after you win. Tracy wins the line out, comes down to CO, he moves it across. Nice flat ball there. Looking for the looping runner. Pitts double loop. CO, can he get through? He's knocked down to his feet. Gets back up, play on. Penalty coming though, diving straight over. That's a crucial penalty. Gives the Lions a chance to attack with just 50 seconds on the clock. Is he pointing to the sticks? He wants to take a shot at goal. You got to take a drop kick, right? You can't.
No, absolutely, a drop kick from there.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to do that. That's ridiculous. Unless Johnny Wilkinson's on your side.
40 seconds left. The play clock's running down. You got to think this is Chicago's time. This is their chance.
Let's see what they've got here. Sandstrom, he's the danger man. He's scored 2 tries already.
Oh,
breaks
still
one tackle.
going.
He's looking outside. No one was out in the wing. He looks to go himself. Breaks another tackle, Sandstrom. He's a superstar. Gets the ball back on the inside. Peter CO, the veteran, comes in. He wraps it up. Ball pops out. It's anyone's game. Belmont have it now. They're going to attack. Moving it out. Here's Deschel, the beast.
Man.
He straightens up through Deschel. They're not going to catch him. He's going to go the length. Deschel, the big man, striding out. He's going to score under the sticks. With 5 seconds to go, you've got to think Belmont have won. There's absolute heartbreak for the Chicago Lions, losing it at the death here. And we talked about the influence of the beast. They kept him on the bench. He's made an impact. He's come on, run the length to win the game here for Belmont.
Absolutely. We talked about Belmont having these big, powerful, strong runners, especially Eric Deschel, coming in and doing exactly what he needed to do. Run hard, run straight, run fast. He broke through the line and went the distance and got the W for his team. Amazing stuff from him. He's been at the OTC for a while. He's been contracted. He's down there playing with the best of the best. Really feel for him. Great job. Great play for him and winning the game for his team.